Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be playing around with some Primalcore. Yeah, and steel, and wood, and stuff like that. So, hopefully you guys are ready, and stick around. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so starting off today, I am, at the moment, working on making some glowstone. Now, we're going to need this to get started with today's video, and I'm going to explain here in a little bit what I'm going to be doing with this stuff. We really don't need that much, so I'm going to kind of store some of it here. We really only need 2, I do believe. And this is going to help propel us here in a little bit to something that we need to do. So let's go ahead and do some teleporting. And we're going to go to the altar, I do believe. In here is an abundance of flowers. And it looks like we have a bunch of blues here. A bunch of these guys, yeah. So we have multiples, so I'm not really worried about taking them and using them. So let's go ahead and do this, and we'll head back home. Alright, so I need a pasture seed, and I should be able to get that by taking a seed and throwing it inside one of our maniples. So let's go ahead and get this. Pretty sure this will work. I've done it before. Right? Isn't it, maybe it's not a seed. Pasture. Let's take a look here real quick. Pasture seed. Oh, it's grass. I keep forgetting. I'm pretty sure I have that as well. Actually, I'm almost positive I have just some grass. Yes. Okay, so yeah, just throw the grass in there. There we go. That's more like it. And then I need 1 piece of dirt. Because today, what we're going to be doing is setting up some snow generator. Because we do need some snow. I know, it sounds weird. Why would we need snow? But we do. We need snow. So, let's go ahead and take this, and we're going to add 2 glowstone to it to give it a glimmer, to make it nice and shiny. And then we're going to take a pasture seed, throw that guy there, and put a piece of dirt underneath it, and we'll get a floating blue flower. Now, let's go ahead and go over here. And these are actually interchangeable. Because if I was to place water right here, it would break this plant. It'd break it. Just break the pure daisy. I don't want to do that. I want to exchange that flower with this flower. Now I have a floating pure daisy. Look at that guy. And now when I place a bucket of water nearby, it actually won't be affected by it. So watch. And you see the sparkles here. That's because it's generating snow. It's kind of cool. And I'm going to grab a couple more buckets. And I'm going to fill this thing with some water. And each source block will be turned into snow. I know, it sounds incredibly unbelievable, but it's Botania for you. That is some Botania magic happening. Alright, so we're already starting to see some of the blocks actually change. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and scoop that up. I'm not sure. I mean, it does show the particle effects even on the blocks that aren't source blocks. I don't know if that turns it into snow or not. I don't know. We'll have to wait whenever, I mean, we'll just see. I'm pretty sure it's only the source blocks, though. So, now that we have this guy, we should be able to make a snowman, I do believe. I know. How awesome. We can make an indoor snowman. As long as we have a pumpkin. We do. And some trap doors. We can make ourselves a little pumpkin guy. So, 2 snow blocks. And up here, I'm going to actually trap him right here. And place the pumpkin. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't have placed him there. I think we have enough for another try. That was not a good thing. I think he got pushed into the wall was the problem there. So, let's try this again. With the amount of snow that we have, so that way we can generate a lot more. I just want to be able to generate tons of snow. Alright, we'll set him up here for now. And we'll see if maybe placing them like this will work better. This should. No, I guess it's just the fact that there's trapdoors around is killing him. Man, I was hoping that would work. Oh well. Let's just see if we can get a normal snowman, though. He may just be dying in general. It may not even be the trapdoors. We're gonna find out. Yeah, he dies on this planet in general. Oh man. Oh well. That's okay though. We still have the snow. Here. Oops, I broke some dirt. And voila. So yeah, it does seem like it's only the source blocks. So, alright, so let's get into this. So I want to make soul sand. And soul sand, actually, it can be made in the freezer with the sandy magma rack. But we need a mini freezer. So to get snow. But if we want to make this a little bit faster, we can actually make the iron freezer. But to do that, we need, what is this? We need to put iron inside of the mini freezer. And it takes a little time to do that. So, what we can do is make 2 mini freezers. And we could start getting some iron in there. I need 8. I do believe. So we'll put 4 in each. And this will work. This, over time, this will start to increase. It should anyways. And we should start seeing some progress on this. Like if we only did 1, it'd be a little bit different. But let's take a look here. So it takes 300 or 3,000 ticks for 1. So it's going to take 4 times as long. And as you can see, it's slowly starting to build up. So once we get 1 built up, then we can actually upgrade these things. And they are a lot faster when you upgrade them. But the cool thing is, I think we can actually put another thing in this slot and it'll also work as well. So let's try out some of that, that sandy magma rack. And let's see. Okay, it'll only accept 1 at a time for right now. So I'm going to wait for this iron to get done. I'll be back. All right, so now that we have the frozen iron here, let's go ahead and pick one of these guys up. And let's go ahead and surround it. So just like this. Oh, I almost forgot. We actually need another set. So I'm going to put that in here. We're going to have to wait a little while because we actually need 2 of these to become 1 freezer. This is only half a freezer. It's a multi-block. So I have to wait for the 8 iron here to complete as well. And then we should be ready to go. But the things I've been doing kind of while I wait is breaking all of these glowstone crystals. I mean, this is free glowstone. And the more glowstone I have, the more I can light up the entire area and make things look a little bit nicer. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, it's super easy. It's really loud, though. I don't like doing it on the camera. Yeah, it's just a loud breaking glass noise. But yeah, it's pretty easy to break. You just break it with your fist, and you're good to go. Also, we do have some stuff done now. So these guys actually work pretty good, the fairies, and we have honeycombs. And now we can actually make the beealizer. So now that we have honeycombs, making the beealizer is super easy. Because look, we can place the honeycomb down here. We got a piece of honey every time. So look at that, we got a honey drop. And to make a beealizer, this guy right here, we need glass and tin. And I think I used all my glass. Minus this. So let's set that up. And get some tin. And we should be able to make the beealizer. There we go. Portable beealizer. So I took a look at the bee that I couldn't figure out what it wanted last episode, and I can see now the flower type is dead bushes, which is kind of interesting. But we should be able to get a dead bush. I don't know if we need 2 of them. No, I think it's just 1. I think one dead bush should be should be enough for this thing, but we need one grass, and we should be able to convert it. There are other ways you can dry the grass out, but this is a quick way. Just bam, look at that. We got the dead bush that quick, and then placing the dead bush nearby. I think it needs to be on sand as well. Almost forgot about that. Yeah, it needs to be on like sand, I think. And then once we have that set up, everything should be fine. And this is still producing, I'm sure. This is really slow. Yes. And let's get a piece of red sand. And let's see, will it plant? There it goes. And now this guy should work. It is nighttime though, so I mean, I'll have to sleep. But look at get my bee out of here. And that should go away unless I need 2 of them. But this should recognize... Yeah, that went away. Okay. Now we just need it to be daytime and everything should be good. And then we should be able to produce ash. This guy produces quite a bit of fairy dust, by the way. And then the hot queen. Ow. Oh, is that really the ash that... Wait, what is affecting me? Is it this guy? Oh, so this one actually needed the bush as well. But this one hurts you, the hot queen. Oh man. Yeah, that does some damage. Okay. So that's not cool. I don't know exactly what the hot queen gives you, but who knows? Maybe some burnium stuff. I don't know. But anyways, I'm still waiting for this. I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so now that this is finished, let's go ahead and get this guy swapped out. Just like that. Perfect. Look at that. Bam. Now we have an actual functional freezer. And we can throw this all in here, and this is going to, over time, produce some good stuff for us. So, actually, let's take a look here. This can be used in a freezer. We also have the light matter freezer. I think that's later on down the road. Way on down the road. I don't even know if we can make this stuff. I don't think the I guess the catalyst is available. Is it? No, we can't actually make the catalyst dust. So, at least not yet. But yeah, this right here, this will all turn into soul sand. Ah, it's so nice. And once we have that soul sand, we'll be able to get some things done. Also, I have all the stuff needed. Like this. Bam. Oh. There we go. And now I have all the carbon brick I actually need. There's all 9 carbon brick. And here's just the remainder coal coke that we can use whenever we start up our furnace later on in today's episode. Because we're definitely going to get that thing going. Once we get some of this, we're going to get cooking up with making some more of these brick. Because I think right now we're looking at only 5. Yeah, we have only 5. We need to make a little bit more because we need 9 of each. So we need a total of 9 of everything to be able to make this stuff. And yeah, that is definitely what's needed. So right here, you can see Magma Brick. I already have that processing. It's been processing right here. Some super easy stuff to get there. And of course, there is plenty here. That's 16. That's way more than we need. And we should be good. I think we're just about ready. Just finish that up, and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, so there we are with all of that soul sand. Almost an exact stack of soul sand. And we're going to run over here. So I did notice this. Yeah, a little texture thing going on. Oh, well, that's, you know, that happens. Some things cause texture issues. It's bound to happen in large packs like this. But let's go see here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we still have enough power here. The only thing we're really needing is ash, right? We just need a little bit of ash, which luckily enough, I should have plenty to get us to where we need to go today. Okay, so on here, 2 sides need to be soul sand. 1 needs to be brick. Take a look here. The middle needs to be brick. 2 sides soul sand, 2 sides clay, and then 4 to 8 dust. It's really not that much. Let's kind of get our inventory cleaned out here, so we can kind of get things going. 4 to 8. We're going to try 8 to start off with and see how that goes. I bet it's less than that, but this is just my guess. There we go. And 1 on top. And 8 in here. Let's fire this guy up. Look at that. Somebody made a joke. Oh. Okay, so this right here. This showed me that we were wrong. This is what I was saying last episode, or the episode before this, when we were talking about how this machine works. So I put 8 in. It says I'm 4 off. Well, I used the max, so if I lower it by 4, it would be 4. So the correct amount is 4. So that's kind of good to know. This stuff does have some uses later on to make ash. Really not that important, but yeah, that's kind of like something you can just throw away in your trash can. So yeah, but anyways, back to the soul sand. 1 brick and 2 clay. And this time, we'll just do 4 ash. How about that? So, pretty simple. That on top. This on the sides, and let her rip, and we should be able to make a bit more. Now, the only thing is, it did kind of consume our 1 section we had, which, you know, oh well. Look how fast that was. Now we have 25. A lot faster. So yeah, doing this is not, you know, not very difficult. I need to turn that off. Keep forgetting to leave that. I leave that on. That is not good to leave that on. Accidentally walk in front of it, bam, I'm dead. That's all it takes. So, we'll finish up. I'll continue to do this for a little while. And, yeah, I'll be back whenever I have enough. Shouldn't take very long at all. Alright, so I should now have enough stuff to be able to make this thing, I do believe. So, let's just make sure, gather all of our thoughts, make sure we have everything we need. And let's do this. Blast furnace. All we need is this stuff. Okay. So I have that there. I have my magma brick. I have my arcane. I think we're ready to go. I think we can make all this. 27. Voila. And we have blast brick. Ah, so nice. So we just set this up the same way. Fairly simple. Bam, just place all of your blocks. And then whack it with a hammer. And look at that. We now have the hot topic. Perfect. So, let's look here under powered up. Okay, it wants us to make all kinds of different stuff. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So, we're going to be making some steel. That's one thing. And this looks like it takes us into a totally different mod. Wow, takes us back through Primalcore, kind of crazy. Faster production. Okay, that's something kind of cool. Or faster processing, I should say. But yeah, we opened up a whole new thing. This looks like it's taking us towards power. Okay, well, you know what to do with this. You need to take some of the coal coke here and, you know, just kind of cook it up. I think that we can turn this into iron. No, we can't turn it into iron blocks. I was going to say, let's do some iron blocks, but I think we'll be fine without iron blocks. Let's take some of the cold coke here, and we'll definitely wrap that up. There we go. That'll last quite a while. So will that. And, yeah, we'll get ourselves some steel. It looks like the way to go, guys. We now have steel. Ah, so nice. All right, get stuck in the door, though. Okay, so making a charger from Applied Energistics, I'm sure, is going to require steel. Charger, right? Charger, steel. Yes, requires some steel and some Certus quartz crystal, which we get from Certus quartz dust. Ah, okay. So just regular Sturgis Quartz Crystal gets us the charger. That looks familiar. Okay, so if we're using the charger, that's what I'm kind of curious about. So if we're using this charger, does that mean we're getting an applied energistic soon? Is that what that's meaning? It looks like it. It says with flux crystals, I can now make magnets. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, this is taking us into Magnetcraft. Okay. A little bit different. No telling what path this is going to take us on, but it looks like it's taking us a couple different ways. So now that we have that, we can also get into Mana Steel. Really, and we can make all these things. So I can use Infused Steel with mana, allowing me to make useful things. One of them even allowing me to get rid of the Acid Rain. What? If I feed it sunflowers. Okay, so whenever we have an Acid Rain, I haven't seen an Acid Rain, so maybe... I don't know. Well, if it does rain, I know to stay out of the way. But yeah, wow, we are getting somewhere. That guy's on fire. Poor fella. All right, so we're gonna go through this kind of odd process of getting treated wood. So let's go ahead and go over this. So if we go under the lacking lacquer, so it says I get this creosote oil now as a byproduct, and it has some interesting properties. I wonder what I can do with it. So it says the sticky resin I get from the trees, I certainly can crush down into some urashi, which might be useful to make lacquer. Okay, and then here's all the instructions on how to do so. So let's go ahead and get some of these things made up. I already have most of the stuff ready to go. We just need to make it. So let's do that. So one thing I know I'm going to need is this guy. So you take iron slats and one of this, if I keep saying it, scoria, I think it's how it's pronounced. And then we take it like this. It should work. I think so. Let's see. There's not many uses for this stuff. Oh, maybe it's something different. Actually, let's take a look here. It says we need, what is this thing called? A drain. That's what I'm trying to make. And there's not very many of them. This guy, right here. Smooth. Oh, okay. So we need 4 of them. I thought I only needed this many. That's okay. We'll get 4 of them. And that'll work. Okay. We can be derping around. There we go. And then like this. There we go. There's the drain. I don't know why it gives you 2. Technically, you only need 1. It says passes items, but that's not what we're going to be using it for. And then we also need our fire starter out. We have the resin. The resin is actually going to be used here in a little bit. And then we also need to make this iron cauldron right here. That's another one of the steps that we need to make. And then there is also the lid, which I believe is like this. Makes the cauldron lid. So we have just about everything. I think the only thing we're missing is the ground urashi, which is actually a Japanese product. So this is like a thing that's done to make lacquer. It's an old Japanese tradition thing. Yeah, that's the only thing we're missing, and that's pretty easy. You just take your resin that you get from your tree tap by hitting the tree, of course. And yeah, you break it down. So, am I really missing the hammer? I think I am. Let's go ahead and grab the hammer and get the last few things out that we need. Okay. Hammer. I'm needing the Magnetcraft hammer. Where are you at? I would like it if I could see these things a lot faster. I'm just gonna make a few of you guys. This should be something that I always have on me, which I had it on me. Wow, didn't even notice it was in my inventory. So yeah, we just need to crush this stuff up. And actually, we should already have it in our inventory. And there we go. We get lacking lacquer. Complete. So the only thing, I mean, it's not completed, but we should have gotten Or we should get this eventually, I think, right? So sneak right click the cauldron sides to see components. I don't think we need the ladle yet. We'll worry about that later. Yeah, we do need some of this. Okay, and we also need a bucket as well. Let's get one bucket. And we'll grab some water. Let's go grab some water real quick. Okay. So we have this bucket, we have the water, we have our ladle, we have everything we need. I'm going to set this guy right here. Why not? This doesn't seem like a bad place to put anything. And we even have a spot right there where fire can go. So let's ignite that. Kind of crazy because this stuff's actually kind of flammable. We'll place this drain here. Perfect. It needs a fire source under it. Then this goes on top of that. Wow, that does not look right. That does not look right at all. Is that really how it's supposed to go? Oh. Now we opened it. Maybe that is how it's supposed to go. I don't know. We're going to try it out. 4 of these and a bucket of water. Put the water in there. And maybe drop that in there? It kind of told us in the instructions. Maybe I should have read them better. I don't know. Yeah, 4 of those drop in there. And then this is supposed to turn. That's such a weird look. Maybe I need to put the lid on. And then over time, this should... That's turning on and off. Okay. And we just have to wait, I guess. Okay, I think this is more how you're supposed to do it. So I have a block of fire down there. And then I place it on the top half of the block. It's kind of weird. Like, you can place these on the top half or the bottom half. I don't know why that's a thing. But it is. But you have to turn it on by right-clicking. Now, we can try this again. Let's go grab a water, or grab some water. And throw the water in there. Okay. Looks like normal water. Throw 4 of that in there. And hopefully, when we put the lid on, it will actually change. I don't know if you have to put the lid on, but I'm going to. And maybe that will cook it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, so we have the items in here. Apparently, whenever this gets hot enough, you can see the steam, like steam shooting out. Then we can drop the 4 in here. And that should work, right? And let's see, can we place wood or something in here? Is that what it's wanting? Oh, I just don't know. I'm so kind of stumped on this mod. I mean, I'll learn it, I'll figure it out, but there's not that much resource on it. And I read the instructions. Let's see, I don't think we can click items in. And drop items in. Okay. That's interesting. Do we need a ladle? I thought the one it shows... I mean, what we're trying to make in general is this lacquer plank. So this lacquer plank, we're trying to make this in the cauldron. We need just a little bit of the Urashi and planks. Right here, 50 in a plank. And it should output, right? Is that what it's saying? Ow. Oh, shift. So I'm like touching it with my hand. Okay, so I pulled the Urushi out. Will I pull the wood out? Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, I've pulled all the wood out. Okay, so let's just recap here. Okay, so it says 1 bucket of water and 4 ground Urushi eventually ends up making a bucket of Urushi. With the lacquer wood, I can then make treated wood planks. Okay, so I don't know if placing lava down there helped or not. But I did end up seeing it change. It kind of made a like splashing noise and it changed. But I did put lava underneath there. It shouldn't take very long. I mean, this took quite a while if that's the case. But now we should be able to make the lacquer, right? We should be able to look here and it tell us. So, I mean, we should be able to make quite a bit of this, right? With 50, 1 equals 50, and we have we have 1,000, so, I mean, we should be able to make quite a bit. Let's go ahead and split this up. And I think that might be right. So let's see, 20. Actually, I think it makes 20. Yeah, 20 wood for this. So that should process up and get us, what, 20 wood for that? And we just have to wait, I guess. Yeah, I guess we just have to wait. All right, so I did hear it make a couple of hissing sounds. It looks like it does it 1 atom at a time, and it does it pretty slow. And it is consuming 50 millibuckets at a time. But can I reach, right-click, and yes, I can. Look at there. So yeah, you just shift right-click to get your items out. And now we have this. And all we have to do is make some treated wood. Once we get enough of this, we need 8 of these lacquer planks all together before we can actually get the ladle. And the ladle will just show us how many items are actually in this thing. And kind of just show us that information. But, man, a lot for just making treated wood. This stuff must be like gold. This is some high-profile stuff here. I'm afraid to right-click anymore, shift right-click, because to make this, yeah, it is only 1 at a time. So, yeah, 50 at a time. But it does make a noise. I mean, if I kind of leave and come back, it should be a perfect ratio of everything, and it should be fine. Like, but man, we gotta get this done. Man, if I can get over here, this is just a very odd thing. I don't know. Primalcore is kind of cool, but man, that is some long wait times. See, just went again. So, and as you can see, we now have 3. All right, so it took a while, but I finally got the last one. I even died to my bees over there. You believe that? I literally died to my bees. And look, it's so random on how it. I don't know. It's so random. But now we should be able to take a bucket of this. Look how much creosote we have already. This is crazy. We have so much. We already have a stack of steel at this point. Just shows you how much time has went by. But we should be able to craft this. And there we go. We get treated wood. And this completes. And so we now have a lacquer ladle. And we can click on here. And we can see that it does slowly work. But boy, is it slow. But yeah, I can just leave it there, I guess. Just leave it alone. Not mess with it. And hopefully things will just go away. Just work over time. But yeah, my bees have been really going strong over here. I want to mention this. I don't want to stay over too long. But these guys, man, they are rocking and rolling. I'm just getting as many drones as I can, so when I start to breed them, yeah, these guys, you take damage like hardcore from those guys. As you can see, there's where I died. Like, I was over there looking at the recipes, and they just straight up killed me. Horrible. I noticed, I guess you can put your beealizer up here and it'll automatically analyze your bees or something like that. I don't know, kind of interesting. But yeah, this is definitely a texture bug. I'm going to take my steel now. And yeah, we now have steel. We have a bunch of steel, actually. And I think I have another stack of iron that I want to get produced over there. I want to get more steel produced. We're going to have to figure out something to do with this, though. This is way too much creosote oil for right now. Like, we don't need that much, so we're going to have to do something with it. But, yeah. Man, this has been a pretty interesting episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a thumbs up. Also, I have a Discord. If you guys have stuck around for this far, I'm sure you guys are probably already a part of the Discord, but if you're not, I highly recommend checking it out. It is an awesome group chatting app that you can use on your desktop, and you can also use it on your phone. It's just a really great app. I mean, that's all I have to say. It's just really cool, really great community app. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Links all down in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.
Let's go!